It's finally happening. Tonight, as the world retreats into the silence of sleep, the velvet curtain of the night sky is preparing a rare celestial theater. High above the noise of our daily anxieties, two of the most potent forces in our solar system are moving into a precise, magnetic embrace. The moon, the governor of our deepest emotions, our subconscious currents, and the rhythmic tides of our soul, is aligning with Jupiter, the great benefic, the planet of expansion, miracles, and the boundless yes of the great architect. This is not a mere astronomical coincidence. It is a spiritual frequency shift. For weeks, you may have felt a mounting pressure, a sense of waiting for the other shoe to drop, or perhaps a quiet, persistent whisper in your spirit that something fundamental is about to change. That tension you feel? It is the friction of your old reality rubbing against the expansive potential of your new one. Tomorrow, that friction ignites. While this alignment radiates grace upon the entire collective, there are three specific zodiac signs that have been chosen as the primary vessels for this downpour of cosmic favor. For these three, the doors that have been stubbornly locked for years are not just unlocking, they are being swept off their hinges. We are talking about the kind of yes that doesn't just answer a prayer, but recalibrates an entire destiny. In this exploration, we will decode the ancient alchemy behind this alignment, reveal the three signs standing at the threshold of greatness, and discuss how you can position your internal compass to catch this incoming tide of abundance. I will explain what this means for you in a moment. Before we go into this, I want you to do three things. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave the number 369 inches, the comments. This number holds tremendous energy. It is the key to the universe, as Tesla once suggested, and by typing it, you are anchoring your intention and energizing this transmission. You can also share this with someone you want to benefit from this video and support their spiritual awakening. Now, let us go deeper into the mystery. To understand the magnitude of tomorrow's alignment, we must look back to a time when humanity did not view the stars as distant balls of gas, but as the living thoughts of the divine. In the ancient schools of Hermeticism and the high courts of Babylonian astrology, the moon and Jupiter were seen as the great nurturer and the great provider. When they meet, it is the sacred marriage of the soul's intuition with the universe's infinite supply. In the Vedic traditions, Jupiter is known as Guru, the heavy one, the teacher who removes darkness. He is the planet of Dharma, the cosmic law that holds the world together. When Jupiter speaks, the universe expands. The moon, or Chandra, represents the manas, the mind, and the emotional body. Philosophically, when the moon aligns with Jupiter, the small self, our individual emotions, is suddenly flooded by the big self, universal intelligence. It is the moment the drop of water remembers it is part of the ocean. Ancient alchemists referred to the energy of Jupiter as tin, a metal associated with growth and the ability to transmute leaden thoughts into golden opportunities. They believed that certain planetary configurations acted as apertures, thin veils in the fabric of time, where the spiritual realm could pour its influence into the physical world. History shows us that these alignments often preceded the birth of great movements, the discovery of new lands, or the sudden rise of leaders from obscurity. In the Neoplatonist tradition, it was taught that Jupiter provides the vital spark of life, but it is the moon that gives that spark a vessel to live in. Without the moon, Jupiter's luck is too vast to hold. Without Jupiter, the moon's emotions are too heavy to lift. Tomorrow, the vessel and the spark meet. This is why the ancients called this alignment the mark of the blessed. It was a day reserved for the consecration of temples and the beginning of long journeys. Furthermore, we must look at the esoteric significance of the yes we speak of. In the mystical Kabbalah, Jupiter is seated in the sphere of Hesed, which translates to mercy or loving kindness. This is the first emanation of the soul's creative impulse into tangible form. It is the realm of pure, unadulterated expansion. When the moon, the gatekeeper of our subconscious, passes through this sphere of mercy, it clears the karmic debt that makes us feel unworthy of success. For centuries, sages have taught that the universe is not indifferent to us, it is biased toward growth. It wants to say yes to your expansion, because your expansion is the universe's expansion. The philosophical truth of tomorrow is simple yet profound. The obstacle you thought was a wall was actually a cocoon. The Moon-Jupiter alignment is the signal that the transformation is complete, and the butterfly is ready to see the sun. As we look toward the horizon of tomorrow, we aren't just looking at a calendar date. We are looking at a kairos moment, a time outside of time, where the ancient wisdom of the stars meets the modern hunger of the soul. To grasp why this alignment is so transformative, we must first visualize the energetic signature of these two giants. Imagine the universe as a vast, resonant, musical instrument. Every planet is a string vibrating at a specific frequency. Most of the time, these frequencies create a complex background hum. But tomorrow, the Moon and Jupiter strike a power chord, a resonance so strong it vibrates the very floor beneath your feet. Jupiter is the planet of magnification. Its primary function is to take whatever it touches and make it larger, louder, and more visible. In the celestial hierarchy, Jupiter is the billionaire, the philanthropist, and the optimist. It does not know the meaning of the word limit. However, Jupiter's energy is often broad and spiritual. It can feel out there or distant from our daily struggles. Enter the Moon. The Moon is the bridge. It is the fastest moving body in our sky, acting as the cosmic delivery system. While Jupiter holds the treasure, the Moon provides the transport. When they align, the Moon takes that vast, abstract luck of Jupiter and translates it into the language of our feelings, our homes, and our immediate reality. Think of it through the analogy of a great dam. Jupiter is the massive reservoir of water, boundless potential, and life-giving force held behind a concrete wall. Your life is the valley below. For many of you, the gates have been closed for a long time. You've been living on spiritual rations, doing the work, manifesting, and praying, but only seeing a trickle of results. Tomorrow's alignment is the moment the engineers open the floodgates. The Moon acts as the mechanism that releases the pressure, allowing the abundance of the reservoir to finally reach the parched soil of your daily life. But there is a specific nuance to this yes. The universe does not say yes to your ego, it says yes to your alignment. In the language of energy, like attracts like. Jupiter is the frequency of more. If you are vibrating at the frequency of lack, Jupiter will simply magnify that sense of lack. This is the great paradox of the great benefic. However, tomorrow is unique because the Moon is involved. The Moon softens our defenses. It allows us to bypass the analytical mind, the part of us that says, "I'm not ready," or "this is too good to be true," and connects us directly to our intuitive worthiness. When the Moon and Jupiter meet, they create what I call a vacuum of grace. They sweep away the debris of old no's, the rejections, the failed projects, and the heartbreaks of the past year to create a hollow space. Nature abhors a vacuum. Into that space, the universe pours its new directive. For the three signs we are about to discuss, this isn't just a gentle nudge. It is a spiritual mandate to step into a larger version of themselves. We are moving from the era of trying into the era of receiving. For these signs, the alignment acts as a cosmic green light. If you have been standing at the intersection of your life, unsure if you should turn left toward security or right toward your passion, the universe is about to lean on the horn and tell you exactly which way to go. While the yes of the universe is a symphony, it plays differently on every instrument. We must now peel back the veil to see which three signs are being called to center stage and why this particular alignment is so disruptive in the most beautiful way possible. Expansion is rarely comfortable. It requires the stretching of the soul's skin. The first sign entering the slipstream of this alignment is Sagittarius. As the natural home of Jupiter, you are the primary conductor of this energy. For you, the yes is about vision. You have been wandering through a mist, perhaps feeling as though your arrows have been losing their flight path. Tomorrow, the moon illuminates your subconscious, revealing that the delays you've endured were actually a recalibration of your aim. The universe is saying yes to your wildest ambition, but it is also asking, are you brave enough to own the territory you've prayed for? The second sign feeling this surge is Cancer. As the moon's own child, your emotional body is highly sensitive to this frequency. For you, the yes is foundational. It is about security, the home, and the healing of ancestral lines. Many Cancers have felt a sense of emotional drought, giving to others while their own wells ran dry. Jupiter is about to flood your private world with a sense of belonging and worthiness. The universe is saying yes to your peace of mind. Expect a breakthrough regarding your living situation or a long-standing family knot that finally unties itself. The third sign is Pisces. You occupy the mystical waters where Jupiter was traditionally the ruler. For you, the yes is miraculous. Pisces often struggles with the boundary between the physical and the spiritual. This alignment brings a yes to your creative and spiritual manifestations. If you have been working on a project in the shadows or waiting for a sign that your spiritual path is correct, tomorrow provides the evidence. It is the collapse of the wall between your dreams and your waking life. However, we must address a lesser-known aspect of this alignment, the crisis of choice. In the ancient texts, Jupiter's energy is sometimes described as a gilded challenge. When the universe says yes to a new opportunity, it is simultaneously saying no to your current comfort zone. You cannot hold the new wine if you are still clinging to the old, cracked wineskins of your past identity. This is where many people miss the blessing. They feel the expansive energy of the Moon-Jupiter alignment, but they become paralyzed by the sheer scale of the potential. This alignment can also magnify contradictions. You might feel a surge of immense confidence, Jupiter, alongside a wave of deep, vulnerable sensitivity, Moon. Do not mistake this sensitivity for weakness. In the realm of cosmic energy, vulnerability is the sensor that tells you where the abundance is hidden. It is the softness of the moon that allows the hardness of our reality to be molded by Jupiter's hands. If you belong to one of these three signs, or even if you have them in your rising or moon placements, prepare for a day of high contrast. The shadows of your doubts will look darker, only because the light of your potential is shining so much brighter. The yes you receive tomorrow might come through a phone call, a sudden aha moment, or a stranger's passing comment. But its origin is millions of miles away, in the heart of the king and the queen of the sky. Knowledge without application is like a seed without soil. It holds the blueprint of life, but lacks the medium to grow. To truly capture the essence of the Moon-Jupiter alignment, you must move from being a passive observer to an active participant in this cosmic dialogue. This is how you prepare your vessel for the yes. The first technique is the ritual of 3 cups. Because Jupiter represents expansion and the moon represents water, we use the element of water to anchor this energy. Tomorrow morning, take 3 clear glasses of water. Place them in a triangle on your table. In the first glass, whisper your gratitude for what has already arrived. In the second, speak your intention, the specific yes you are seeking. In the third, declare your readiness to receive even more than you can imagine. Drink them slowly throughout the day. As the water enters your body, visualize the expansive light of Jupiter saturating every cell of your being, clearing out the no's of your past. The second practice is the I am large meditation. Jupiter hates small thinking. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and visualize your physical body. Now, visualize your energy field expanding. See it growing past the walls of your room, beyond your city, and eventually stretching out to touch the orbit of Jupiter itself. In this state of cosmic expansion, ask yourself, if the universe said yes to my biggest dream today, what is the very first action I would take? This brings us to a crucial point. Micro actions of faith. The universe rewards movement. If you are a Sagittarius looking for a career shift, tomorrow is the day to update one sentence on your resume. If you are a Cancer seeking home stability, buy a small plant or a candle to consecrate your space. If you are a Pisces, write down one page of that book or record 1 minute of that song. These small acts are signal flares to the cosmos, showing that you are not just waiting for a miracle, you are preparing for it. You may face a common obstacle, the shadow of unworthiness. When the yes arrives, a voice in your head might whisper, "Why me?" or "It won't last." This is simply your old ego trying to protect you from the danger of change. When this happens, use the breath of expansion. Inhale for 4 counts, feeling your chest expand, and hold for 4 counts, imagining yourself as a king or queen. Exhale for 8 counts, releasing the need to play small. Finally, pay attention to synchronicities. Jupiter often communicates through meaningful coincidences. Look for repeating numbers, like the 369 you commented earlier, unexpected encounters with people from your past, or even a specific animal appearing in your path. These are not accidents, they are the universe's way of nodding its head in your direction. Keep a notebook nearby tomorrow. Every time you notice something oddly perfect, write it down. By documenting the yes, you give the universe permission to send 10 more. We stand at a threshold where the ancient rhythms of the cosmos meet the heartbeat of your personal journey. Today, we have explored the profound alchemy of the moon and Jupiter, a union of the soul's deepest needs and the universe's infinite capacity to provide. We've decoded the historical weight of this alignment and identified why Sagittarius, Cancer, and Pisces are standing at the epicenter of this transformative yes. Remember, the alignment of tomorrow is not a fleeting moment of luck. It is an invitation to expand. The universe has spent months, perhaps years, preparing the soil of your life through trials, silence, and anticipation. The Moon-Jupiter conjunction is simply the rain that finally allows the harvest to break through the surface. Whether you are one of the 3 chosen signs or a seeker following the light of another constellation, the frequency of abundance is available to anyone who is brave enough to claim it. As the sun sets today and the alignment reaches its peak, I want you to reflect on one final truth. The universe can only say yes as loudly as you are willing to hear it. Do not let the noise of your yesterday drown out the symphony of your tomorrow. Release the how and the when, and simply settle into the is. You are worthy of expansion. You are worthy of miracles. You are worthy of the yes that is currently traveling across the light years to reach you. I encourage you to try the ritual of the 3 cups and to stay vigilant for the synchronicities we discussed. Your life is shifting, and the stars are your witnesses. If this message resonated with your soul, share your experiences in the comments below. Have you already felt the yes beginning to whisper? Let us create a community of collective expansion. Walk in light, stay grounded in your power, and remember the stars do not just watch over you, they live within you. I will see you in the next transmission.